Hello everyone, this is a lecture for Chapter 4, which is Image in a Multimedia Presentation. In the previous video, we have to learn about text, which is the basic element in multimedia. To make our multimedia product more interesting, this chapter will cover graphic and image. Image is normally referred to as still image and represented digitally as pixels. The image also describes by the width, height and pixel depth. Image width is the number of pixels that span the image horizontally, while image height gives the number of lines vertically in the image. Pixel depth, which also sometimes called as bit resolution, pixel resolution or bit depth, is the number of bits used per pixel in the image. For example, this is a monochrome image which represents by 1 bit either 1 or 0 digitally. The 1 is white, shows the edges, and 0 with black represent the background image. This is another example of an 8-bit grayscale image. The image digitally spans from 0 to 255 pixel values. The low pixel values indicate darker colors and high pixel values represent brighter grayish colors. This example shows the transitions of image for different color pixel or bit depth values. We conclude that the higher the bit depth of an image, the more colors it can store. An 8-bit image can store 256 possible colors, while a 24-bit image can display over 16 million colors. As the bit depth increases, the file size of the image also increases because more color information has to be stored for each pixel in the image. Still images are generated in two ways, which are bitmaps and vector-drawn images. Vector and bitmap images are both pictures on a screen, but they have different compositions and focuses. Bitmaps are made of pixels, while vector images are software created and based on mathematical calculations. Bitmap images, also known as raster images, are made up of pixels in a grid. Pixels are picture elements, tiny squares of individual color that make up what you see on the screen. All these squares of color come together to form the images you see. Vector images are made up of many individuals, scalable objects. They always render at the highest quality because they are device independent. Objects in a vector image might consist of lines, curves, and shapes with editable attributes such as color, fill, and outline. Vector images are generally smoother and more usable, and you can scale them freely without sacrificing quality. A file format is a standard way that information is encoded for storage in a computer file. It specifies how bits are used to encode information in a digital storage medium. These are some common file formats: JPEG, RAW, GIF, PNG and many more. Some file formats are designed for very particular types of data. JPEG is a commonly used method of lossy compression for digital images, particularly for those images produced by digital photography. Lossy compression is an encoding method to approximate or partially discard some of the pixels, where every time you save the image, you might lose some of the data. The degree of compression can be adjusted, allowing a selectable trade-off between storage size and image quality. JPEG typically achieves 10:1 compression with little perceptible loss in image quality. GIF image format supports up to 8 bits per pixel for each image. It also supports animations and allows a separate palette of up to 256 colors for each frame. These palette limitations make GIF less suitable for reproducing color photographs, but it is well suited for simpler images such as graphics or logos with solid areas of color. GIF images are compressed using a lossless data compression technique to reduce the file size without degrading the visual quality. Portable Network Graphics, PNG, is a raster graphics file format that supports 8-bit, grayscale, 24-bit, RGB palette, or 32-bit, full-color RGB, color images. PNG images compressed with lossless data compression. PNG has almost entirely replaced the GIF that was widely used in the past. PNG is an image type that's commonly used in web design, digital photographs, and images with transparent backgrounds. PNGs are often used to design logos as the image can be easily placed over a background of a picture. This table shows the comparison for different color format in terms of color support, compression method, file size and the best purposes. PNG format is a lossless compression file format, which makes it a common choice for use on the web. PNG is a good choice for storing line drawings, text, and iconic graphics at small file size. JPG format is a lossy compressed file format. This makes it useful for storing photographs at a smaller size than a BMP. PNG will generally be larger than a JPEG, and sometimes smaller than a TIFF. So, the drawbacks are PNG file size is larger than JPEGs, so PNG is not suitable for professional quality print graphics. This is the end of Part A. You should be able to answer these questions. You should be able to describe image representation in multimedia. Categorized image into two type of image, which is raster and vector drawn image. Able to name the type of image format for storage and identify the different purpose of the image in multimedia applications. See you in the next video.